Trump is one of the most market-friendly presidents ever, meaning he's going to focus very much on based on how the stock market does. It would still be less than the value of gold today. And I think Bitcoin will surpass the value of gold. Today, we're recommending at least 2 to 5% into Bitcoin. If they invest 2 to 5% of their money and somehow crypto goes to zero, they didn't lose everything. But if Bitcoin reaches some of the targets we expect, then Bitcoin could end up becoming 50% of their portfolio again. But I'm not recommending any specific tokens or cryptocurrencies along that line. There is so much money saved by the boomers. If the stock market goes up 20%, well, they just made 30 trillion, okay? I think Trump wants American businesses to make a lot of money so the stock market goes up.
BitcoinZella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to BitcoinZella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Tom Lee will discuss why he believes Donald Trump is one of the most market-friendly presidents ever, alongside insights into Bitcoin and crypto trends. Let's catch him to learn more.
Trump is one of the most market-friendly presidents ever, meaning he's going to focus very much on and rate his presidency based on how the stock market does. And so that's good for investors because if he introduces policies that worry markets, like deficits too big or tariffs too aggressive, he'll see it in the stock prices. I think the safest way to navigate this from our perspective is to focus on things that we all agree he'll pursue. Deregulation, pro-business and market-friendly, which means financials and small caps, but he does want to make the government more efficient and even do tariffs. So I think multinationals are a little more challenging and industrials like defense would be challenging and of course negative for healthcare and energy. From a bond market perspective, I think interest rates are initially rising because of concerns about deficit spending. But again, that's negative for stocks. So I don't think Trump nor his advisors want interest rates to go up dramatically. So I don't think interest rates are going to be the reason stocks underperform. And then from a crypto perspective, it's clear to me that he's pursuing a very pro-digital assets platform. I mean, he ran on the idea of Bitcoin potentially becoming a reserve asset. Almost all of his key advisors are large owners of Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin is going to be very central to the White House initiatives over the next 4 years, which of course is positive for Bitcoin. This is going to drive some action or communication from the White House. As you know, whenever there's been a Fed put, when the Fed is dovish, then investors are confident buying stocks regardless of circumstances because they know the Fed is protecting the stock market. Over the next 4 years, we might have both a White House put and a Fed put. I think that's very positive for stocks. I wouldn't overthink it.
Bitcoin is on the cusp of a potentially game-changing moment as Donald Trump's inauguration draws near. With just 2 weeks left until his return to the White House, the cryptocurrency has been trading steadily around $98,000 for 2 days, but traders and analysts alike are anticipating significant movement. Trump's influence, which helped Bitcoin flirt with $100,000 in late 2024, could again ignite the market, possibly pushing it into six-figure territory. This surge in anticipation follows a week of bullish trends fueled by the New Year's optimism. Altcoins such as AIOZ are also showing robust activity, with some surging as much as 20% in the past 24 hours, indicating that capital flows are not limited to Bitcoin. Yet, despite the excitement, the broader market remains cautious. In Q4 last year, Trump's influence sparked a rally, but larger economic forces quickly tempered the momentum, demonstrating the cryptocurrency's vulnerability to external pressures. Adding complexity, Bitcoin's exchange reserves recently saw a rare uptick, increasing by 1.7% in a single week to 2.43 million BTC. However, these reserves have since dropped to a 4-year low of 2.30 million BTC, signaling that more Bitcoin is being withdrawn from exchanges. Meanwhile, futures open interest has fallen to $60 billion from $70 billion during Bitcoin's previous rally to $108,000, further highlighting the subdued market activity. As Trump's inauguration nears, traders must watch for increased trading volumes and accumulation. Without strong buying pressure, Bitcoin risks a pullback, leaving its six-figure milestone elusive. The next 2 weeks promise a test of patience and strategy for investors.
Federal Reserve is designed to be an independent entity, and it's important for markets to believe the Fed is independent. But every president has tried to influence the Fed. It's not just Trump. Famously, LBJ tried to influence policymakers. I know Greenspan faced a lot of pressure. Every Fed chair has been pressured by the White House because the Fed controls the economy. So without question, the Fed's goal is to ensure employment is full and inflation is low. Those kind of align with what any White House wants to do, but the timing isn't always the same. I think ultimately the Fed needs to push back and sound independent, but I don't think the Fed and the White House are opposing each other. The Treasury Secretary is a very important role from a market's perspective because the Treasury Secretary plays a role in not only issuance, so really the path of interest rates, but also foreign currencies, what the dollar does, and intervention during emergencies. We all know during the GFC, Paulson really was one of the key people. He was Treasury Secretary at the time that saved the economy. So it's a very important role. It's when we look at the 3 or 4 candidates that are leading, from Bessent to Lutnick to Warsh and Mark Rowan, all 4 will be very sophisticated investors. So I don't think markets are going to have problems with whoever they end up picking, but we don't know what criteria Trump is going to use. Is it going to be something based on market acceptance, and he can follow the betting markets to see where that stands? Or is it going to be something superficial? Because as you know, he didn't necessarily approve of Janet Yellen because he thought she was too short to be Fed chair.
Bitcoin's role in American politics has reached new heights with Donald Trump's impending return to the White House. Eric Trump recently spoke at a Bitcoin conference in Abu Dhabi, declaring his father the Bitcoin president and pledging a pro-crypto agenda. This message resonated deeply with a crowd that has long felt sidelined by regulatory crackdowns and legal battles, particularly those waged by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. The energy in the room reflected a broader movement, blending political fervor with financial ambition as supporters rallied around the Trump family and their crypto-friendly rhetoric. Trump's alignment with the crypto industry marks a turning point, coinciding with Bitcoin's recent surge to $100,000. This milestone is no coincidence, as Trump's embrace of Bitcoin during his campaign helped fuel its price momentum. On election night, as states swung in Trump's favor, Bitcoin broke its all-time high, a rally that continued as his victory was confirmed. The industry is now hopeful that the incoming administration will bring regulatory relief, particularly through appointments like Paul Atkins, the new SEC chair, who is expected to roll back aggressive enforcement. This convergence of political and financial interests has solidified Trump's ties to the crypto world, making Bitcoin not just a digital asset, but a symbol of his economic vision. However, critics question the ethical implications of the Trump family's financial stakes in the crypto sector. For better or worse, Bitcoin's journey has become intertwined with America's shifting political landscape, raising the stakes for investors and the industry alike. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.